the purpose is to tell the audience, look, yo, you can come to the North Side to see this play, and then you can applaud at the end of this. But this is my reality. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to think. It's almost like people like will talk about stuff on Facebook or whatever, the clothes, the fashion, all those things you like and all this stuff. But reality is there's stuff still happening. And as much as you want to sort of ignore it, it's hard for me to ignore it because it's happening right in my home, in my place. The place that's supposed to be the sanctuary. You understand? So when you say it, slow down so that you really get them to understand and visually picture and they can visualize what you're saying. All right? Okay. My name is Sydney Chatman. I am the director, writer. I'm the co-founder of the Tofu Chitlin Circut.
Okay, and what was it that moved you to do this, like, production, or, you know, like, what play in this sense?
I'm from Gary, Indiana, so I came from a city that had the influence of drugs and gangs, and the city has been sort of revitalizing in a way. So when I moved here, Chicago felt like home. And being a teacher for 11 years, I realized that I wanted to do something that can kind of really just sort of give back to the city. I would consider myself someone, I will protest things that are going on, but my protest is through theater, through the art. And so I wanted to sort of create something that audience members could see and sort of get involved in, the community can get involved in, that we're not just sort of putting on a play to just sort of save face, to say, oh, this is just a play about violence. It's really for people to change the way they think about violence, they think about kids in violence, how they think about the teens and the young adults in Chicago. It's like debunking the stereotype that all teens or kids are a certain way. Yeah, I like that line. And no hope having people. There are some people out here who are getting killed because they don't care about anything. There's no hope. That was a discussion we talked about before. There's some who are killed because they're confused. There's some because they're scared. Does that make sense? Okay. Why did I want to do it? Because I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I'm tired of hearing this many people were shot or this many people were taken out, and no one's doing anything about it.
It was part of it, I mean, being a teacher, like, part of it, of hearing stories from your kids and your class?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I've been working for so long that a lot of the students that I used to teach are now graduating out of college. And I know that I look very young, but I've been doing it for a while. And I used to hear all these kind of stories. It's easy to just sort of remove myself from the situations that's happening and say, well, that's that kid's family, or that's those kids' problems. But I become invested in the families, invested in the community, and invested in their story, their lives. So I wanted to do something 2 years ago, but it just didn't happen the way my schedule sort of happened, went away, came back. And I tell them I came back here because I believe in this community, I believe in the students, I believe in the work that I'm doing. So, all right, so take it from the beginning. Who says the first line? The idea is, are you watching? Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the USA, USA, US. That's the idea. You have to be out from gate. It can't be greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It has to be bigger, powerful, bigger. It has to be bigger, and y'all gotta be even bigger than she is. USA! US! Glory, glory, hallelujah! Yeah! It has to be that. It has to gotta be here. Because as soon as you do that, they're gonna be like, wait, what's happening? What is this?
They're so enthusiastic.
Yes.
I wasn't ready.
And then they weren't ready for that real. They got y'all about to hit them with some real. You got to get the audience on your side. They have to be like, oh, yeah. They're teenagers. Teenagers. And then you're like, then you hit them with a boom, blame it on this, boom, blame it on that, boom, blame. They're like, whoa, I wasn't ready. That's the idea.
What effect has Chicago violence or the situation or even just everything that's going on in Chicago today, what effect has that had on you?
What effects has it had? In terms of like, I've heard so many stories that are so close to home from students whose family members have died as a result of the violence, to class, not necessarily kids I taught, but in the network of the students that I've taught, where it's that close, where it's like 1 degree separation from me and this other student. So it's frustrating because I can't cover everybody. I can't put my arms around people and say, stop something from happening, you know? So because of that, I just felt like I have a platform, I have this stage. I can say the things that are frustrating me, and somebody's gonna hear it. And I think the big thing that I kind of gotten from the students, just what I've learned, is just to listen. And a lot of times people think that if we tell these kids what they should do or wave our finger at them and tell them that they're wrong, then we've done our part. But sometimes it's best to just listen to them because they have solutions. They were put here, they were born here. It wasn't like something where they started it off. So they're only coming in under this sort of cycle. So, I don't know, I just wanted to, it's affected me to the point that I have to say something, that I have to use my art to create some sort of conversation. And that's what the Tofu Chitlin Circuit is about. It's about creating work, having a conversation about it, and then being proactive and doing something. It's hard to be happy when I can't walk to the corner store because of gangbangers 30 deep surrounded the entrance seller loud and threatening to take my money. It's hard to be happy when I hear shots at sunset, or when I can't feel safe in the comfort of my own home because somebody walks in. You told me that story. That's a true story. You taking your clothes out the dryer and somebody walks into your house.
In my drawer.
In your drawer.
I wasn't even ready.
I wasn't even ready. You weren't even booted up.
No.
Booted up.
I wasn't.
You couldn't do anything. You felt helpless. So you gotta really break it down to them. So slow down, speak slower.
What is it that you want people who come out to see it to draw, and what reaction do you want them to have or take? I hope that after someone hears this play, that they are so moved by what the students are saying, what the young actors are saying, that they decide that they're going to put their finances, put their voice, put their resources behind making a change in the neighborhoods that are sort of with the heavy influx of the violence in the city. Changing the way the media portrays the people in these neighborhoods, you know, whether you have resources in media or financial resources, or I don't know, finding ways to like then take their niche, what their passion is, and then doing something to support other initiatives that will help people in the neighborhoods. So what would you say, or what do you want to say to the people of Chicago? Like, you know, you can look in the camera and tell them or whatever, but what is it that you want to say about how you feel?
What I want to say to them? I think the first part that we forget is that, you know, that we came from a strong nation of people, that we are brilliant, that we are passionate, we are strong people, and that this is beneath us, that this violence is beneath us, that we, I don't know, just like, I feel like finding that love, finding that hope again, believing that they are, I mean, as much as there's some flaws in Jesse Jackson's sort of his politics, he always said, you know, keep hope alive.
And it's something that we've lost sight of. The idea that it is possible, that you can do the things that you set out to do, that you can be who you want to be. It sounds so simple, right? But it's much more complicated. I don't have a solution in terms of how to fix it. I'm just hoping that this conversation that we're creating will then generate more conversations that will lead to government action, laws in place, change in that way.
Okay, and tell people when, where, and how they can get tickets or everything for the production.
Okay, so the play is called Take It From Me, Violence Just Don't Understand. It'll be performed at the Greenhouse Theater, July 26th at 2:30. The tickets are $15. Greenhouse Theater is 2257 North Lincoln. So we're doing it up north, but we're planning on coming back south to perform it as well. You can find the tickets online. You go to greenhousetheater.com.org, greenhousetheater.org. So just in case, I don't remember.
I'll put it.
What else do you need to know? Oh, we also have a Facebook page, the Tofu Chitlin Circuit. You can find us on Facebook. You can find the event there. You can find links to all the information. We also have a web page. I think it's the tofuchitlincircuit.com. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Wow, it sounded like crazy. I don't know what else.
It's getting better. You just need more energy. There has to be more energy. So even if you're singing Glory Hallelujah, it's all this. Glory, glory, hallelujah. It's supposed to be ridiculous. Like, that's the point. You would say, and even if it's if he's doing that and she's doing Glory Hallelujah, you can shout all you want, shout all the way to the end if you want to. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you have a lot of energy. Don't put stuff in there, because if I see it, I'm gonna use it. Virginie be over there. She undercover with her art.
All right.